Something is happening inside Nikon right now that absolutely nobody was expecting, and the shockwaves are already rattling the entire camera industry. Reliable insider sources are whispering that a top-secret prototype has not only been built and tested behind locked doors, but it has officially been approved for mass production. Once you hear exactly what is reportedly packed inside this chassis, you will understand perfectly why professional photographers and passionate hobbyists all over the world simply cannot stop talking about it. This is not just another minor iterative update to keep up with the competition. This could easily be the single camera body that changes absolutely everything for Nikon and redefines the market for the next decade. I do not think you are truly ready for what is coming down the pipeline, because it defies everything we thought we knew about Nikon's modern product strategy. Before we dive deep into the fascinating details, make sure to like this video, share it with your fellow photographers, and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss a single piece of the massive tech updates coming next. For more than 7 long years, one single, burning question has relentlessly followed Nikon executives to every trade show, press conference, and product launch across the globe. When will the legendary Nikon D500 finally get a true, uncompromising modern successor? To understand why people are losing their minds over this new leak, you have to understand the sheer weight of that history. The original D500 was not just another random camera body taking up space on a retail shelf. It was an absolute, undisputed king among wildlife, action, and sports photographers who demanded unmatched speed, tank-like durability, and that extra optical reach that only a crop sensor can provide. It was a flagship camera in every sense of the word, minus the giant full-frame price tag and the bulky body. But ever since Nikon shifted its engineering power almost entirely toward mirrorless Z-mount technology, that legendary gap has never truly been filled, leaving millions of loyal shooters feeling completely stranded in the past. Now, according to multiple explosive leaks and highly consistent insider reports, that frustrating multi-year drought is finally about to come to a thundering end. The mythical camera being talked about across every major forum is the Nikon Z90, and if even half of what is being reported turns out to be true, this will easily be the most important, disruptive release for Nikon's APS-C lineup in the history of the company. Let us start our deep dive with the exact feature that is getting people the absolute most excited and causing heated debates online. Which is the brand new heart of the camera, the sensor. Leaks strongly suggest that the Nikon Z90 could come heavily equipped with the freshly engineered, high-performance APS-C sensor, sitting comfortably in the 33-megapixel range. This sensor will be paired seamlessly with advanced, next-generation, AI-based autofocus technology that mirrors what we have already witnessed on Nikon's ultra-expensive full-frame flagship models. However, some deeper, highly classified reports go even a massive step further, hinting at a staggering resolution as high as 45 megapixels. A crop sensor resolution that massive would actually put it way ahead of tough, established competitors like the Fujifilm X-T5, which currently rules the high-resolution crop market. If this specific resolution leak turns out to be accurate, the Z90 would not just be casually catching up to the current industry standard. It would actively and aggressively be leading the entire APS-C category in terms of pure, raw image quality, fine detail rendering, and cropping flexibility. This is exactly where things get incredibly interesting for action, sports, and wildlife shooters who rely on split-second precision to capture their shots. Insiders are confidently claiming that the Z90 will feature an advanced AI dual-pixel CMOS autofocus system. This represents the exact same type of deep learning subject detection technology found in the massive flagship Nikon Z9, which can instantly recognize, track, and lock onto birds, mammals, vehicles, and human faces without breaking a sweat. When you combine that incredibly smart tracking brain with a rumored 15 frames per second mechanical burst speed, you're looking at a compact machine that can track fast-moving subjects through dense brush or chaotic sports fields with unbelievable precision. Many industry veterans are already calling this camera a mini Z9, and honestly, if these leaked performance numbers hold up in the final retail production model, That popular nickname might actually turn out to be a massive understatement for the modern video creators and hybrid shooters out there. The Z90 is reportedly bringing some incredibly serious, professional-grade upgrades to the table as well. Leaks point directly toward beautifully oversampled 4000 video recording at a smooth 60 frames per second with absolutely minimal crop. This means creators will finally get incredibly sharp, color-accurate, and deeply detailed footage without having to sacrifice their precious field of view or buy ultra-wide lenses just to compensate for a heavy crop factor. There's currently no word of any 8000 recording capabilities inside this body, which actually makes perfect economic and technical sense for the specific market segment. Nikon undoubtedly wants to keep that ultra-high-resolution video feature exclusive to its top-tier, highly expensive full-frame flagships like the Z9 and the Z8 to avoid cannibalizing their own sales. But for hard-working hybrid shooters who absolutely need both professional-grade action stills and high-quality, reliable video outputs wrapped into one single, portable body, this could easily be the exact dream camera they have been waiting to spend their hard-earned money on for years. On the physical build side of things, where many modern mirrorless cameras tend to feel a bit like fragile plastic toys, the rumors suggest the Z90 will feel like a true, old-school professional workhorse tool. We are talking about a full magnesium alloy internal chassis construction designed for maximum impact, durability, and structural rigidity in the field. It will also feature heavily improved, robust weather sealing throughout every seam and button, allowing photographers to keep shooting in pouring rain, freezing blizzards, or dusty desert safaris without fearing a catastrophic electronic short circuit. Alongside that rugged body, it will feature dual card slots that support both ultra-fast CF Express cards for clearing massive image buffers and standard SD cards for cheap, everyday storage flexibility. The electronic viewfinder is also rumored to get a massive, highly anticipated upgrade to a stunning 5.76 million OLED display, completely eliminating lag and pixelation while tracking fast targets. A fully articulating touchscreen is expected as well, making awkward low-angle or high-angle compositions incredibly easy to execute. When you add in the built-in body stabilization, estimated to provide around 7 stops of shake compensation, and a robust battery life, rumored to easily exceed 500 shots per single charge, you get a camera built from the ground up for long, grueling, exhausting days out in the elements. Whether you are on an international wildlife safari, tracking elusive big cats, or standing on the sidelines of a packed, chaotic sports stadium, this specific camera body is designed to outlast your own physical endurance. This camera matters immensely because right now, the high-performance apps-C mirrorless space is heavily dominated and closely guarded by big names like the Sony a6700, the Canon EOS R7, and the Fujifilm X-T5. For a very long time, Nikon has been noticeably, painfully absent from this specific high-end crop sensor fight, choosing instead to focus their limited resources on entry-level vlogging bodies or top-tier full-frame sensors. Photographers looking for a high-performance crop sensor body with professional ergonomics often had to abandon their Nikon glass and look at other rival brands because Nikon simply did not offer an answer in this vital market segment. But if these leaked specifications are accurate, the Z90 is not just trying to sit quietly at the table and fit in. It is actively trying to leapfrog all of its major competitors at the exact same time by offering a higher resolution sensor than the X-T5, autofocus tracking technology that could easily outclass the R7, and mechanical burst speeds that go toe-to-toe with the lightning-fast A6700. That is not a minor firmware update or a cheap plastic body refresh. That is Nikon making a massive, aggressive, loud statement to the entire camera industry that they are here to reclaim their crown. Thank you so much for watching today's breakdown. Look at the videos on your screen right now for more crazy camera tech leaks. And I will catch you all in the very next video.